like if it is buying, and it happens that like is but automatically is above the PSR and is buying. Let's say at a point he's gone up and then he's reversing downwards.
Mm-hmm.
Are we supposed to, like, because we know that even though it's reversing downwards, even the year, and it has not gotten below the PSR, should we hold the trade?
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's
It,
say
it has not closed below the
I get it.
PSR.
I
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
Yes. So for me, okay, if you are having a very strong PSR, right? Let's say, for example, what we are seeing in the middle here. This is strong because we have it being used as support and it being used as resistance. So if I entered this trade here, from here, okay, my stop loss is definitely going to be below this low it made here, but also my stop loss is going to be somewhere closer to the blue line, a little bit below the blue line, because I know the moment the market comes down and gets a body close below there, it's very likely is going to now keep pushing down. Okay, even if it will end up going up above it again, it's likely it can keep pushing down. So, but if I take the trade from here, where is my TP going to be? So let's say my TP is definitely going to be up here. Why? Because the context surrounding this whole trade was from here. In the middle here, you are only now jumping on the trade in the middle when you got a clear confirmation that this thing is going to keep buying. But the original entry for this trade, if I was going to be trading and I bought this market at this point, I was trading from here. Um, Salim is not on the call. Salim can testify to that. I even bought from down here because this is daily. On the smaller time frame, I was able to identify a head and a shoulder pattern down here, and I bought. And the moment the market was able to go above here, I think I held the trade up to somewhere here, up here. Okay, and I closed. Okay, so I didn't hold the trade for long. So the original entry for this trade is supposed to be the one below here, which is the external PSR here. And then your stop loss should be anything below this low or something closer to the blue line. Now, the thing now went up and then it is doing a pullback and reacting into the next or the middle PSR. And you are now jumping on a trade. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
So if I was taking the trade from here, where is my TP1? Maybe I'm expecting price to break structure. So this is my TP1. Now, after TP1, it pulls back. At this point, if I was in the trade, I should have taken some profit. But if I'm not taking profit and I'm sure that this PSL should hold based on the higher time frame, the context for this whole setup. One, from this point, the buyers push the price to the top here. So it makes sense that if buyers have taken hold again, they should be able to push it to the top again. That is the psychological sense making.
Probability.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probability, yes. Okay. So if I frame this setup, I might be targeting that place for my final TP. So, which means price breaking structure here and this pullback shouldn't scare me. But that is also going to be based on the type of trader you are. If you are a trader that has made profit in the market already, you've made over ten thousands of dollars, or I mean, your account size is big. If you are in
Mm-hmm.
this trade, you are not scared to take profit quick.
Exactly.
Yes,
Because
but
yeah,
if you are someone who have been losing money and you are, I mean, quick to take some profit to make sure that at least you got something, this
if you're
pullback,
not adequately funded, yeah.
yes,
Mm.
this pullback will scare you to even close your trade to secure some profit.
Okay.
You see the point? So that's why I cannot tell you exactly how you should close your trade when price is reacting. Because the
Okay.
main thing is that we don't want price to come below this blue line. And
Mm.
as long as it, if no matter how it will pull down, if it doesn't come to close below this blue line, why are you closing? So this means the pain to believe in the probability you have as to where it should go, and you having the courage and the pain to hold that will play a very important role in this decision making.
Mm,
So,
but if you leave it
but
and then you go into loss before it
yes,
take you out.
but in the middle here, if you entered in the middle here and
Yeah.
price is coming down, let's say when you got here, it's it was coming down.
Yeah.
How are you going to close this trade? Okay, so let me show you something. Based on market structure, right? We can see that this higher high, lower high. We made a higher high here and we made a lower high. What do we expect? A higher high, okay, for a bullish market.
Yes.
That's why I'm saying we are not only using the PSR, okay. So now that we make a lower high, what is the meaning of this point? Um, what does this point mean to you based on what we are learning? Though we made a
Yes.
higher high, we make a higher high here, okay.
Mhm.
We make a high point here, high point here. Price pull back down here. What did you see here? Is it not reaction?
Yeah.
So what does this reaction mean to you? Buyers,
Yes, I
buyers
get.
are here.
Mhm.
At this point. Buyers
Mhm.
stepped in. If you want to use other concept, you could see this is a fair value gap, but the context surrounding this fair value gap, we don't know. But what we can say is that there was a reaction. That's why I
Mhm.
don't want us to mention big terms again. Let's just use a
Mm.
simple term, reaction. Reaction
Mm.
from where? Buyers. So don't worry about what is happening, whether it is imbalance or not. If something happened and the market moved up from there, it is a reaction.
It's a
But
reaction.
reaction from what? Buyers. Let's make it simple.
Okay.
Now, the buyers pushed the market up to this point. It couldn't break above the high. What is also happening at this high? Sellers came into the market here. That's why the market started dropping. So, reaction from sellers. We have another range. Now, you could see that the buyers pushed the market back to where the sellers were. Did the
Mhm.
sellers react again? Yes, they reacted. So, according to basic market structure principles, if we are in a bullish trend, you need your last important lower high to be taken out in order for you to start thinking that the market is changing direction. If this area was the last lower high, the sellers pushed the market down again, but did it take it out? That's the question.
No.
No, they didn't. And buyers here reacted again. And what happened? They were able to take the sellers rather out. So,
Mm.
what I want you to be paying attention when you are trading this concept PSR is you see where the sellers were. You see
Mm.
how a big candle closed above the sellers. This is what you must be looking for. If the candle is not big, you should be very careful and also be monitoring the exact point or high where the seller started pushing the price. Put a line on the, and sometimes it depends on the time frame you're using, but the body of the candle and the wick, you could interchangeably be using them for your lines.
Okay.
Here I'm using the wick on the 8 hour, but
Mm-hmm.
maybe on another time frame I use the body,
The
push it
body.
down a
Okay.
little bit.
Mm.
Okay, so it depends. But here, okay, let's say we are using the wick, so up here. Now, from the wick up here, look at this bullish body, big. It looks like it's bigger than the ones moving from down here. This
Yes.
means the momentum above the sellers looks big, looks strong. Therefore, if the market goes, wait for it to. The concept is you are looking for the sellers to become weak so that buyers can have energy from their weakness. And where would they get that energy? The exact point where the sellers were having their energy is that same point where the buyers would take their energy when they make them weak. So once you see this momentum close, wait for price to come back to the same point where the sellers push the price down. And as long as you could see, okay, you could see, and this is where you look for the other confirmation. That's why I said PSR alone is not the thing. What do you look for here? You are looking to buy Morning Star. Okay, you are looking for Morning Star and head and shoulder pattern on the smaller time frame around here, area of interest. Does it
Mm.
make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
So this is, if this is 8 hour, let's go to 4 hour. So this is 4 hour and this is the area. This is the line we marked. Market is above the line. We are expecting the same point to be used for buyers power or energy. Okay? So we are in the same at the same point. Now, you are looking for head and a shoulder pattern or morning star. Okay? Morning star is three group of candles. So you see price has been dropping one, two, three. Okay, the sellers are pushing price down. But if price doesn't go below the line you place here, there is no way sellers are going to be in charge, even though they have been pushing price down. This is what you must tell yourself. And this is how the market is working, at least according to what we are learning. I have studied the market to the extent that I've seen this thing is working. It might not be
Mm.
100% or all the time, but it's working.
Yes.
Okay, because I've been seeing it always, and this is an evidence for it. So it comes back to it rejections. What did we see? Step three, you must see rejections and engulfing. If you are using that alone, step three, rejection and engulfing activity. Is there no rejections here? Is there not a bullish engulfing candle here? Enter your trade after the bullish engulfing closes. If this is even not enough, look for Morningstar. Morningstar is three patterns. You need a bearish pattern, okay, and you need a bullish candle to engulf. Okay, this looks like an engulfing pattern or a Morningstar, something like that. This area. Once you see this, you know that the buyers are ready to take charge again. But this is happening at an area of interest. You should only take your trade at the area of interest when you see this. Now, if the market does not go, I'm not saying from here it's going to fly, buy, buy, buy. Though it's buying, this is a successful trade because it took a previous high out. So this trade is a successful trade. Okay, but I'm not saying it will do that. If you take this trade from here, in the moment you see the market come down, come down, come down, and close below this, close below this PSR you put here, are you going to keep holding the buy?
Mm.
No.
No.
Why? Because it is very highly probable that the sellers who were here that pushed the market down to this place, the moment the market comes below this point, those sellers will now take charge. This is the way we are trying to understand the market. So why should you be holding? And you can't be holding also because you are entering the market when the market is when people have been buying from here and they are now getting ready to be taking profit. Maybe there is some kind of exhaustion. Okay. And how sure are you that the market will also even get here and crash here? You cannot trust the market that way. So you have to always, if you took two, three positions, you at least close one or two and leave one. And if that one comes back to stop loss or small loss, it's fine. Do you get it? This is where trade management, risk management also comes in. Okay, but make you have to understand that this buy move has been happening and you are just joining at the top here. So you shouldn't
Yes.
expect the market to just be going your way like that. Okay, it could drop down and defile, it could drop down and crash. It could drop down from any moment here and crash all these lows, even back to this PSR, because the market likes utilizing higher time frame points. These PSRs are just in between lower time frame, internal ones. It might want to drop back into this place.
For the 8 hour one.
Yes, yes. I'm not saying it will come, but it might want to come here.
If I want to get there.
Yes. So
Is it?
if that happens, it means we are having like a break of structure because according to the structure, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, we now have a higher high. Okay. So if that happens and you see the market now go up and it does not make a new high, it means be ready for this place because it could crash this internal PSR also. But for it to crash it, it might utilize it. It might go above, come down, stay below, and sell. Always it will do that. If your PSR is a strong one, the market will not bypass it. It will utilize it at the final stage before it makes the big move. You get the point?
Yes, I get the point, but I want to find out, like, we started the analysis from daily time frame, we moved down to 8 hours, now we are in 4 hours.
Mhm.
At what point is it advisable for you to take a trade?
Good. So, um,
Like,
let's say,
like the time frame you advisable that is advisable for you to take a trade. That's what I
okay.
mean.
So let's say right now we know we are bullish, okay, and then we know we took these sellers out and we came
Mm-hmm.
back to retest them. So now it's already happened. So talking about it makes it easy. But I will not be monitoring this trade on 4 hour. Okay. The time frame I'll be using to monitor um if I wanted to take a buy from here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I will be monitoring it on 30 minutes or 15 minutes. In fact, I was monitoring it, but I didn't take the trade. So I will not use 4 hour. I will not wait for 4 hour to happen like this before. So let's go straight to 30 minutes.
Mm-hmm. That's what I need. So that
We are
at the
on 30,
point of,
we are on 30 minutes now.
okay.
I should have already marked my PSR, my selling point, and I'm
Mm.
waiting for market to come there. And all I'm waiting for is that place should be respected. Do you understand this?
Yes.
Okay, I did that. No matter the time frame I did, because this has already happened. So I could use daily, 4 hour, 8 hour, no matter what, to map this high and put
Mm.
sellers here. Okay.
Okay.
Now, now that I'm waiting, I could be waiting on 15 minutes or 30 minutes. Let's say market gets up here and it started dropping, 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 dropping. Okay. Now, the moment I see that the market gets here and there was this bullish move to the upside, this I might be tempted to start buying here. That's what I'm telling you. I would be tempted to do that, to start buying here. Why? Because at my area of interest, I am seeing a morning star. Is this not a morning star pattern? Tell me.
It is.
Yes. bearish candle, and then one bullish candle engulfing morning star or engulfing bullish engulfing. But you, I will start buying on 30 minutes if I see this. But that doesn't mean that the trade is going to just keep moving up. Sometimes you can just enter and it will just move up. Okay. And if I entered here, the moment I entered, even let's say I will enter on the close of the engulfing candle. Okay. Because most people advise that you enter after the candle engulf. Okay. So I'll enter here. The moment you enter the trade, you see that the next candle pushed up, but it became a doji. What do you see? Does it not look like another morning star pattern up here? Doji and then a bearish candle closing. Then the next candles bearish, bearish, bearish up to here. If you enter this trade, your stop loss will be below this low here. The moment you see price coming to this area, depending on your account, I might not hold the loss. In fact, the moment I enter here and I see that the next candle closes as doji and the next one closes bearish, one, two, on the third one, I might be tempted to close my trade. That's what I personally would do. Why? Why will I do that? Because in the first place, I am buying this market at a very high point. Second, the market is reacting to a PSR, but that doesn't mean the PSR will hold. It could come down and stay below. So all these possibilities should be inside your head. There is a difference between buying the market here and buying the market in the middle here. Sorry, buying the market here and also buying the market at this point. Did you get the point? This is like this mark. I'm buying this market in like, even if I'm taking this high and this low. Sorry, this, if I'm taking this high and this lows, this area is like premium. Are you with me?
Yes.
This area is premium. It's up, up. It doesn't make sense for me to be buying at the top. I want to be buying anything, everything in discount. Okay, I want to be buying in discount somewhere here.
Mm.
You understand?
Yeah.
Yes. So that's the reason why I will be very, very, very conservative about this trade. Though it is at the area of interest, and you need all this set of ideas as a trader. Other than that, you will be losing the trade or it will not be going well. You think something is wrong with you. No. The things you know about the market is limited. That's why. Okay, the way you have to know a lot of things and you have to be applying them till you get a combination of set of things that you can apply that works for you always. So you can tell yourself, I will never buy the market when it is up here. That's your principle. But okay, that's you, your principle. So I might close this trade on a loss. Then I will wait. What am I waiting for? I'll wait for the market to do what it wants to do. But in my mind, though it is premium, in my mind, I want to see this market constantly stay above this area in order to buy. So I see the market comes and it starts ranging, start ranging. It pushes up, down. Now, this this area has created some kind of resistance. So on the 30 minutes, you have, and this will take a long time. It could even take one day because each candle is 30 minutes. So it could take a long time. But the moment the market couldn't buy after the first morning star formation and it sells, it creates what happened here before it sold. Sellers did what? Came to the market. Are you with me?
Yes, sir.
So what is the meaning of that? Sellers came to the market. So, what would you want to see before this buy will work? Tell me. What do you
Um,
want to see before this buy will work?
it will close above the where the sellers are and then remain
Yes.
there.
The moment this morning star you saw from the area of interest did not work and you closed on a loss, which is perfectly fine. You close on a loss. Okay, here, you can say that sellers are here. This is the first reaction. Now, how do you know sellers are really here? Wait. Anytime market get to where these sellers are, look at what happens. It gets close to it, it drops down. Close to it, drops down. Comes up to it again, it still drops down. Though the bulls are moving the market and you have already marked here and you want to see buyers reacting here and you don't want to see price go below here. So, though buyers are pushing it up, sellers are here trying to push it down. So it means
Ah,
the
mm.
battle is now inside this range. Okay? So you want to see one side win inside this range and then you jump on it. This is the concept. So sometimes the market will come to the area of interest or PSR, you just jump on it and boom, it keeps going. But most times it will now enter into a range consolidation. And you need to use this concept to be able to manage the trade. So you want to see that sellers will now become weak and then you can jump on the trade. Now, it hits here, they come back. Here too, you can see the buyers are constantly pushing the market up again. Okay, but if you look at what is happening, you could see that the market kept changing. We have a lower low, we have a lower high, failure swing. Market goes up, equal lows, push up, lower high. You see, this place keep becoming a bullish market, small, small. Do you get it? The moment you start seeing this last low is now not being taken out and the market is not going down, it should give you some signs that the bulls are trying to take charge. But you still cannot be sure because sellers are here at this point. And they could, if you even if you enter somewhere here, they could still push you down. Okay, so even if you enter the trade somewhere here for a better entry, as long as it stays above this your higher time frame level, you have to be taking profit at the top here. And if it doesn't close above here, you cannot hold the trade. Am I making sense?
Yes,
You
yes.
cannot hold the trade if it doesn't close above here. This is what we were looking for on GBP USD, and it's never happened.
Mm.
Okay, and now we have to change the setup to a sell. We are waiting to see what will happen next week. So now the sellers have been defiled, a close above them look at exactly how the same place where the sellers were has now been used as a buying energy. Retest the same place and the market now goes up. Did you see that?
Yes.
What happened here on this 30 minutes? Okay, watch it carefully. A break above the sellers, a retest of the sellers, and it went up, right?
Yes.
Let me show you something. A break above sellers, a retest of the sellers, market goes up. Is it not the same thing?
Yes. It is.
This is what we call market is fractal.
Mm.
So if I go to the 24 hours and I tell you that I'm expecting a break above the sellers, a retest of the sellers, and I'm expecting an up movement, am I wrong?
No.
Yes. This is how we conceptualize or learn the market. Whatever happens on a smaller time frame is what will happen on the bigger time frame. But you must make sure all the requirements based on the things you are using are present. Okay. So though I want to be buying here as we analyze, if the market drops and closes below here, am I still going to buy? No.
No.
And the fact that it makes sense to be buying above here doesn't mean it will give to me. It will do that. I have to also bear that in mind. So that I'll be flexible.
Yes.
Perfect. I hope we've been able to do justice to 51ers today. Um, let's quickly look at the next pair and then we'll continue tomorrow because sorry that we couldn't look at the other pairs because the session is going to end very soon.
Can we
Um,
look at step 500?
okay, so
Oh,
I saw some people typing step 10. Let's do all that tomorrow, okay? Miss
okay.
Patience and the
Okay.
other guys.
Okay.
So let's look at 500. 500 is one of the pairs that, okay, so for 500 also, I would want you to personally look at the MT5 to see the trend. I've looked at this pair in the past. This pair looks to be bearish from the top. Okay, so this pair is bearish from the top. But so look at it from monthly, weekly on your MT5 on your phone and tell me if
Okay.
it's bearish. But from the information we see right now, I can say that the market was bullish from this point up, bullish up, drops down, makes equal highs here, failing to go above this place, and it's trying to currently break this support. This support is currently being trying to break. It's trying to break this support. What is the trend from the higher time frame on the MT5?
Um, from daily is bearish as well.
Go to weekly and monthly
Weekly.
or monthly
Okay.
and allow it to load. You see. So if we look at this, we were bullish based on what's happening, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high, lower high, higher high. Price breaks the last important lower high and makes lower low. We go for a double top. Okay, this there is we don't have a body close above here, so it's a double top. So from this double top, we are expected to continue to come bearish if price does not go more. So we can see from this double top, we are now having a lower low, kind of lower high, equal high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low or double bottom, lower high, and currently making a lower low, retesting here and trying to go down. This is a bearish market. So everything shows right now that the market is trying to go bearish after taking this break, changing direction from this level. Okay. So if there is, and currently this support is being broken, there are buyers sitting here, buyers here, buyers pushing price up from this level here, here, here. If the buyers are now getting weak, what do you think is going to happen?
Sellers will take over.
Sellers are going to take in charge. So we hit the buyers, it come here, buyers, buyers, and this is a bearish move. Close below the buyers, retest of the buyers, price is pointing down. If you have big money, if you can raise $50, you can take smallest lot size on this pair to sell. Sell at least to, because it's very volatile. The small movement, 1 minute movement, you can lose about $50.
Wow.
Yes, it's too crazy. I tried it some time ago and I stopped. A 1 minute candle movement can put you in a $20 loss. It's more crazier than gold. Trade it to at least this level. But what I anticipate is bearish and the support is being broken. So this place should be free. It should be able to get us to the next place where buyers were in the market, here or here. Do you get my point?
Yes.
So it's simple analysis. Bearish. But I want to see the bigger chart on the MT5 monthly, weekly to see what is happening. But from here, it should keep selling. It should keep dropping. Okay?
Okay.
Nice. Any question? Any other question? So from 24-hour now, let's go to 8-hour.
Well, yes.
It's looking
Please,
bearish.
didn't get you were trying to show us something between the chart on the MT5 and the chart on the reef. Please, I didn't get it because of network. I didn't get your
Oh,
explanation.
sorry. I can show you that again tomorrow because we didn't record.